Thank you so much, Bree. Really appreciate it. And welcome to everyone. So this month is Mental Health Awareness Month, and in honor of it, today we're going to be talking all about mindset. My name is Nzinga, as Bree said, and I am the founder of Empowered to Act. And Empowered to Act was established to help actors, actresses get their mindset for success. So what I want to do briefly is just take a moment, right, to set the room. And I want to ask you to really check in with yourself. Where are you at? How are you feeling? It's really important as actresses that we identify our emotional state. As you know, actors, actresses are emotional athletes. So in the chat quickly, I want you to just let me know how you're feeling, what you're feeling. Please feel free to share that in the chat. And I'll share as well. Bree, thank you so much for that feedback. I appreciate it. Chantel, grateful, beautiful, beautiful. Peaceful. Yes. Love it. Thank you. If anyone else wants to add. Yes. Vivia, grateful, energized, optimistic, a little behind. That's all right. We're going to get you there. So I want to now ask you to tune in to this exercise that we're going to do, right? And it's a great tool that I use in my life to help raise my emotional state. And we're going to do a quick gratitude exercise. Chantel must have been reading my mind to help us really tap into our higher selves. So I want you to pick one thing that you're truly grateful for, just one thing that you're truly, truly grateful for in this moment, and close your eyes. And I want you to picture the thing that you're thinking of that you're truly grateful for in your mind. Ask yourself, why am I grateful to have this in my life? As you answer, notice how it makes you feel. Now experience the feeling of gratitude. The feeling is the most important part of this exercise. And once you get into this feeling state, I want you to allow it to wash over your entire body. Relish in that feeling. And let's take a slow breath in and breathe out, allowing that feeling to absorb all of your entire being. Another slow breath in and breathe out, grounding and relaxing into that moment. One more slow breath in, really turning that volume up on that feeling state of gratitude, and breathe out. Good, good. Now, when you're ready, I want you to come back to the room in your own time. Open your eyes. Now, I want you to notice how you feel. Is it the same feeling as you had before when we first checked in on our emotional states? Or did you notice that that there was a shift for you emotionally? How do you feel? Write that in the chat. I know how I feel. You might even notice a slight smile on your face. Right? Grounded, more energized and joyful. Yes. So Chantel mentioned the emotional scale, and her vibration definitely raised. Love it, love it, love it. So this is one of my favorite mindfulness exercises, as it always puts me into a more positive feeling state. And I hope it does the same for you. You can use this exercise before an audition. This will help you get out of your head. When you feel triggered, you can use it, or you can just use it when you want to feel better. This tool you can use again and again in almost every area of your life. So with that, let's dive in. So first, I really want to talk about our schedule, right? What this class looks like. What we're going to do first is a quick, fun icebreaker. Then I'll deliver the presentation lesson, along with a few more mindfulness tools you can use right away. And then I'll tell you how you can take this work further, and we'll wrap it up with a Q&A. I will do my best to stay on as long as I can to answer as many questions as possible. So our icebreaker, knowing that this is Mental Health Awareness Month, is really focusing on mindfulness. So I would love for you to share in the chat, what is your favorite mindset or mindfulness tool that you use? And if you don't have one, what is maybe a mindset or mindfulness tool that you'd love to adopt into your life? Please share that into the chat. Oh, I love this feedback. Thank you so much. And welcome, Erica. Thank you for being here. So is there anyone that wants to share one of their mindfulness practices? You can take yourself off mute and just talk to us a little bit about what you enjoy most about this mindfulness practice and what it is.
I'll share.
Yay.
Hey. I also am a lover of a dance break, Chantel. Watch out, Club 1007 North Laurel is the place to be. But the example I actually used or I mentioned in the comments was my plant work. I have adopted and loved and fostered through basils and plants. And I love being able to look over and see new life starting. I love that, like, even when something is starting to like go away, that another new thing is also there. Just a reminder of that cycle. Putting my hands into the soil and like watching and knowing that I'm nurturing something also feels like I'm nurturing myself.
I love that
Love it.
so
I had a good
much.
old day yesterday. And especially I think when you have less time off, it's really important to like make the most of what you do have without feeling like you have to smash everything in.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Taking that moment. I was going to say, I noticed the greenery behind you and it looks so lush and beautiful. I don't have
Yes.
personally green thumb, but I always am definitely like envious of people who are like really, really good with plants. I love
Way
it.
too many.
I love it, love it, love it. So thank you so much. Y'all in the chat, talked about breath work, gratitude journals, right? Celebrating wins, dance breaks, bicycle riding, gratitude journal, affirmations, planting, right? This is all wonderful, wonderful tools to really get us grounded and present and right here where we are. Another wonderful tool. So Vivia said she's been learning to use it while eating. How beautiful is that? So another great tool that we can actually use is morning pages, which I've borrowed from the Artist's Way. And it's a great tool to help you build into your morning practice, if you will, to really clear your head so that you can focus on the task at hand. It is literally 3 pages of longhand stream of consciousness written first thing in the morning. Simply write down anything that crosses your mind, especially the worrying, pesky, persistent tasks, right? I have to get dog food. I have to go shopping. I have to call the bank. I have a self-tape today and I need to find a reader. All of the things that are sort of taking up space and you're in your mind. And so when you do this longhand writing, when you go to do the things that are important during the day, you will have focused, uninterrupted attention because you have given attention to the things that you were worrying about, right? So for creative projects, right? Auditions, writing, etc., and you're not hit with a barrage of other thoughts because they have already had their moment. So morning pages can help you clear your mind of unnecessary thoughts, clarify your thoughts, prioritize what really needs to get done, and bring comfort. This simple yet highly effective strategy is a perfect practice to help with overthinking and or to ease any feelings of overwhelm. So today's topic is all about mindset. We're going to start off by defining it. Since we all have ideas of what mindset is, then we're going to look at how mindset plays a vital part in your acting career and why it's an absolute game changer for actors. It really is the difference maker for those who have a career and those who don't. Today, you're also going to learn the reason why you're not taking action, even though you know what you're supposed to be doing for your career. Why the past has much more to do with your present patterns of behavior than you might be aware of, and why you absolutely must work through your past in order to fulfill your purpose as an actress. But before we jump in, let me tell you a little bit about myself and my story. As I said, my name is Nzinga. I am a working actor, certified mindset coach, and founder of Empowered to Act. But more importantly, I'm an actress just like you, so I understand the journey. And after years of struggling with my own mental and emotional stuckness, doubt, worry, overwhelm, burnout, depression, anxiety, I was finally able to get unstuck by transforming my mindset in order to follow through on my purpose without excuses, without fears. As I began to experience more happiness, more contentment with my journey, more success in my career, I couldn't stand by and watch other actors, actresses struggle to do the same. So I decided to do something about it, and I created Empowered to Act. Empowered to Act helps actors and actresses master the power of their mindset so they can transform their lives from the inside out and manifest the positive outcomes they desire. I integrate hyper efficient coaching therapies that help actors quickly break through their toughest inner blocks, empowering them to go after their dreams, live up to their true potential, and achieve the success they desire with joy and ease. If you're here, I'm sure mindset has come on the radar for you, and it's something you're wanting to improve because you understand just how vital it is for your career and for you as a person. So I just want to thank you for showing up and for making mindset a priority. So, what is mindset? Write in the chat your definition of mindset. Please resist any urge to Google it. Just write in the chat the first thing that comes to mind when you think mindset. Adrian says peace. Thank you. I love it. What else comes to mind when you think the word mindset? Bree, positive pathways. Woo, that's powerful. Peace, positive pathways. Love it, love it, love it. Erica, health and wellness practices that help me maintain positive mental health in all my endeavors. Excuse me. Connection with your emotional state, where you are in feeling on any given day. Thank you, Chantel. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. These answers are all correct and are all amazing. So thank you so much for sharing that. Really, really great answers. So when we think about mindset, it's comprised of many different things, such as your thoughts or what we say to ourselves. Thoughts are very powerful in the sense that thoughts become things. With your thoughts, you create your reality. So what are your thoughts setting you up for? Success or failure? Emotions are also a part of your mindset. Emotions are a mental state that occurs in response to a situation, often accompanied by a physiological change, such as a feeling of joy, sorrow, anger. Emotions are critical to mindset work because our emotional response to situations they'll determine how we'll act, how we'll react to that situation. Habits of behavior, i.e., when we do things on autopilot without thinking. We all have habits that help us and habits that hinder us. Strategies, how we do things. We have strategies for everything we do: brushing our teeth, brushing our hair, preparing for an audition. Behavior is the action or reaction of a person in response to an external or internal stimuli. Shadows are shadows of behavior. Shadows happen when we're feeling unwell, when we're not performing at our best, when we're stressed, irritable, when things don't go our way. They are the automatic behavior preferences we default to on an unconscious levels. Shadows really show up when, things don't go as planned. They're our default programming. Beliefs are formed during our most impressionable years, which is between the ages of 0 to 7 years of age. It's called the imprint period. During this time, your subconscious and unconscious beliefs are developed. Now, when it comes to mindset, beliefs are absolutely key. If I believe I can do something, or I believe I can't do something, I'm right. Henry Ford said, if you can do a thing, excuse me, Henry Ford said, if you think you can do a thing, or if you think you can't do a thing, you're right. This is why at Empower to Act, we work on beliefs, because they impact so much of how we show up in both our life and our career. They're really the reason why we take action, why we sometimes take risks, and why we sometimes hold ourselves back and don't act at all. History, also very important in mindset. It's critical to understanding ourselves at a deeper level. History will often reveal the root cause of unwanted patterns of behaviors and habits. Values, the things that are really, really important to us, like in the context of our career, relationship, family. Oftentimes, if your behavior feels out of alignment with what you want, it's time to look at what really matters to you. Experiences, this is very much in alignment with history. We look for commonly grouped experience to help understand our behavior patterns. Memories, this is the act of recalling past experiences, often with emotion attached. And identity. So identity refers to how you see yourself, all the roles you play in your life: partner, parent, actor, friend, daughter, etc. As you can see, mindset is comprehensive and covers a lot. Hence the popular phrase, mindset is everything, because it literally is. I want to know from you, did you know mindset covered all of these areas, or was this a surprise for you? Quickly in the chat, just pop in yes or no. So now let's look at, how can mindset help my career? Such a great question. We just talked about how mindset is everything, but let's simplify the definition to help answer this question. You can think of mindset as a combination of your emotional past and your mental thought processes, which ultimately drive how you behave. Emotion and thought equals behavior. And it's this behavior that will ultimately prepare you forward in your career, or it will keep you stuck. I just want to check in and see. We have Rosna coming in. Rosna actually worked with me in my 8-week signature coaching program, and she's here. She's going to jump in and give a really quick testimony. First, I just want to finish this thought, and then I'll bring you on, Rosna. Thanks so much for being here. Again, emotion and thought equals behavior, and it's this behavior that will ultimately propel you forward in your career or keep you stuck. So your beliefs, your thoughts, and feelings, i.e. your mindset, determine the action or the inaction you will take for your career. Rosna, hello. Thank you
Hi,
so
Nzinga.
much for being here. Really appreciate you taking the time to show up. So Rosna,
No problem.
you are a woman of many talents, and I want you to just briefly introduce who you are, what you do, because I know you wear a lot of hats.
Yes, so I am a comedic writer, actor, and career coach.
Yes, love it. So as I said, I got the pleasure, right? It was my pleasure to be able to work with Rosna, who is such a talented artist, actor, writer, and coach in her own right. So Rosna, I really want you to talk to us and tell us briefly, right, what kind of brought you into working with me? What was really going on for you at that time?
Yeah, so I mean, there was so much, but I mean, I was really burnt out and very overwhelmed and really kind of struggling with self-limiting beliefs, in addition to trying to bring my coaching life and my creative life, like my acting life, together. That made sense. That duality of living. So yeah, that's kind of where I was. Yeah.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And how do you think you have changed internally after going through this journey and working together with me?
Yeah, so I say this all the time, like, this working with you was like a game changer for me, right? Like, I think I really came out I still feel grounded and centered and focused. And I also was able to like marry those two portions of my life together in a way that makes sense. And like I said, I just like, even now I talk about you all the time because I'm just like, that we left with a plan and I'm still following that plan. And yeah, it just game changer.
Yeah, Rosa, I will say that it was a pleasure working with you. And I remember one of the things that was showing up for you was a lot of overwhelm,
Yeah.
right? Taking on so many different projects. And we really got you clear on really what your North Star is and where you wanted to move and really put your focus, right? What was the thing I told you was like, you can do everything that you set your mind to. You just can't do it all at the same time.
Yes.
Right. And so we practice this thing called the one thing strategy, which is really getting you focused, right? So that you can successfully achieve that goal and task and then move forward to the next goal.
Yeah.
So let me ask, what would you say to anyone thinking about working with Empowered to Act?
I would say do it. 100% fully support Nzinga. I really feel like she's a very thoughtful coach in terms of meeting you where you're at and really being mindful about, like, one of my big things is I don't think there's a lot of focus on mindset. And I think that, you know, with Nzinga, that's a big focus in really figuring out like where your mindset is, getting clarity about where you want to go. And so if you're in that place, I'm going to say 100%. And what I liked is that it was tailored. And I did feel like you were so thoughtful about, I was in such a like raw like situation. I mean, I think our first consult, I was crying, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like I was such in a raw position. So to work with someone who was so thoughtful and mindful and created a program that made sense for me, in addition to pushing me when I needed to be pushed, because making decisions to like release some of my creative projects was really, really hard. So for those of you who are kind of like a lot of us who wear multiple hats, having a coach that's going to push you in a thoughtful way, that even after, you know, we finish working together, like there are skills that I can continue to implement, you know? So I would encourage everyone. And I'm like, I will say my last thing on this is Empowered to Act really is an appropriate like title, because I do feel so much more empowered after doing the program. So yeah.
It was such a pleasure to work with you, Rose, and I so appreciate you coming on and sharing your experience.
Absolutely. I mean it. And Nzinga didn't tell me to say any of this. So I just want to fully say this is fully Rosna coming out, and happy to talk to anyone if you want to like reach out and ask me more questions. But happy to do this, Nzinga. It was awesome working with you.
Yeah, it was so great working with you too. I miss our time together.
Me too.
I know. Thank you so much, Rosna. I appreciate that so much. All right, so I am going to, we're going to jump back in. I'm going to quickly share my screen and we're going to continue our presentation. So Dwayne Johnson said it best. Success isn't always about greatness. It's about consistency. As actors, maintaining consistent habits and routines and taking action are essential to having a career. Not to mention, it's in the word itself, act. Taking action is part of our job description and an absolute requirement. Because as an actor or actress, an actress who takes no action, well, no action, no results means no career. I experienced this myself for many years. So how can mindset help your career? It will help you with consistency and positive behavior so that no matter what, you're able to show up as your best empowered self and take action. This is why making mindset a priority is absolutely vital to your career success. It really is the difference maker for those actors and actresses who have a career and those actresses or actors who don't. When you make mindset a priority in your life, the world around you will begin to change. Mindset is all about developing you as a person. It's what will separate you from the crowd and will help you take your career to the next level.
Nzinga, can you enlarge the slide, please?
Oh, I apologize. I absolutely can. Give me 1 second here. Actually, so I'm going to stop share really quickly. And give me 1 moment here.
Now we get to see that blazer again. She got it at the mall, y'all. At the Express.
Did at Express.
We were talking about first jobs before. One of my first jobs was at Contempo Casuals. There were plurals of casuals.
I feel like vaguely I remember that.
Don't age me.
I'm sorry. I feel like I remember that. Okay.
It's a lovely blazer and a lovely orchid. Back to the presentation, y'all.
Yes. Thank you so much for that feedback. Okay. So I think we're there. I think everyone can see that. Awesome. So your professional career can only grow as much as you're growing personally. Professional and personal growth go hand in hand. You cannot have one without the other. Your professional growth cannot exceed your personal growth. I'm going to say that one more time. Your professional growth cannot exceed your personal growth. So when you think about what you want most for yourself in terms of your career, and if you haven't quite gotten there, or if you're not taking that consistent action that you know you need in order to reach your career success, it might be time for you to start to look within and to work on developing your mindset. Because the biggest thing that people miss when it comes to mindset is really doing the clearing work, the part in which you eliminate the negative emotions and the mental thought patterns that are creating the unwanted habits and behaviors. So again, it's the beliefs and emotions that are in the way that are keeping you stuck. These are things that have shown up that we've actually created in our own lives at some point, typically very early on during 0 to 7, right, years of age, as a response to our environment. So oftentimes people might refer to this as trauma, but it can be as simple as being a 5-year-old wanting an ice cream cone that your sister got and you didn't get one because you failed to do something that your mom asked you to do. But since your brain wasn't fully developed at 5 years of age, you now have this belief that has been with you and followed you all the way into adulthood that says, I'm not deserving. If you have a belief such as I'm not deserving, this will have obvious negative impacts on your self-esteem, on your career, and even on your love life. This is the part of mindset that most people don't understand, and therefore never get past their own mental and emotional blocks, and therefore never change their current circumstances, which keeps them stuck in their career, in their life. And it's why my signature coaching program is so effective, because I work on eliminating the things that are causing you to repeat the same patterns of behavior so that you then show up as a different person. So your past does not go away on its own. Your past does not go away on its own. You can't just ignore it or pretend it's not there or try to override your thoughts and feelings with pure willpower, grit, and determination. It lives in you as a limiting belief. And, you might be able to identify it. Maybe it's a negative recurring thought that shows up again and again. But a lot of times, what it is a negative emotion that lives deep within the recesses of your mind and your body. And it's this negative emotion that you've practiced, this limiting belief that you practice so much that it's now become an automatic negative emotional response to your environment. And unless you have the right tools and you do the work to let go of these negative emotions and limiting beliefs, you will be living in it and recreating the same current circumstances again and again that you see today, or worse. You may even turn to negative coping mechanisms, things that are no longer serving you, like self-sabotage, avoidance behavior, etc. And I know because I live this. And I am now a result of the work that I've done. I feel like a different person. I feel happier. I am in so much in a much better place from where I was, right? So the work that I specialize in doing in Empower to Act is the very work that will allow you to release your past or your programming or patterns of behavior so that you think differently, so that you feel differently. And ultimately, as a result, you show up differently. Rosna is a great example of a person who now is getting different results in her life because she's showing up differently. But it was by releasing those limiting beliefs and those negative emotions that were keeping her stuck, keeping her in a place of overwhelm, keeping her in a place where she wasn't taking empowered action. But now she is literally a different person. And when I say different, I mean you're going to show up as the best version of yourself, right? Who finally gets the positive results, not just in your career, but in your life. You become the person who can take consistent action again and again, who exhibits consistency in their behavior, in their thoughts, in their feelings and emotions. You become the person who feels empowered to take the necessary action that's going to move you forward in your career. Powerfully networking, reaching out to your agent, finding a new one, right? Showing up as your authentic self on a self-tape or in the audition room, getting on that casting director's short list because you're showing up, right, every time and you're doing the work. So if you want to get out of your own way once and for good by rapidly transforming your past programming, here's what I have for you today. I have an 8-week rapid mindset coaching program specifically developed to help you heal from your past so you can create your desired future. This comprehensive process is used to align your life with your true purpose, enabling you to attract what you want and achieve your most audacious goals. How it works is Empower to Act uses a unique holistic approach to transforming thoughts, emotions, and behaviors, and therefore your results, using proven tools, the same tools used by high achievers, entrepreneurs, athletes, so you can finally experience the life-changing breakthrough you've always sought and deeply deserve. The second program option is my 2-day VIP program, Empowered to Release. Here you're going to heal the root cause of your mental and emotional blocks fast. If you've already tried everything to break free from self-doubt, limiting beliefs, emotional overwhelm, this program is for you. If you are limited on time, but want to see results yesterday, right? This works by clearing out the negative emotional baggage and healing wounds of your past so you can envision your ideal future and train your mind to go after whatever it is that you want for your life, for your career. So during this process, we'll uncover where all of your mental and emotional blocks first started. We'll then systematically confront, learn from, and heal your past wounds so that they no longer have the power to hijack your present day behaviors. Everything that is included in Empower to Release, we do in Empower to Act, just so that you know. So both of these programs are offered in a one-on-one coaching setting. And many have described my program like therapy on steroids. It's accelerated personal development in record time. It's rapid, it's lasting, and it's transformative. You will think differently and feel differently. And when you think and feel differently, you show up differently in your life and therefore create different results. And again, I mean differently by saying that you become the best version of yourself, someone who is empowered to act. So if you're interested in enrolling in this program, I'm going to share a link so that you can book a call and we can talk about what this looks like for you, right? And most people who even book this call and don't even sign up for the program, I've put the link in the chat, get a lot out of it because I want to make sure that you're walking away with clarity, right, on what's in the way and tools that you can walk away with today so you can start taking action to move forward in the right direction. All right, so also want to let you know that when you do sign up for a call or when you do purchase any of these programs, be sure to mention Here and Ready. You're going to receive a 20% discount on all of my coaching programs. And if you're not at the point that you're ready for something like this, but you definitely want to learn more about improving your mindset, go ahead, put your email in the chat. You can message me privately, or you can put it in the group and I'll send you my free guide, 10 ultimate mindset secrets to next level your career. So if you're interested in that, please do share your email with me and I'll go ahead and send you my mindset guide. If you have any other questions, feel free to reach out to me. Email is going to be the best. You can also follow me on Instagram at I am empowered to act. And if you want to know a little bit more in depth about my program offerings, you can always check me out at empowered2act.com. That's my website. As I promised, I did promise at the top that I was going to give you 3 mindfulness tools. So let's jump into our third mindfulness tool. So at the top of the presentation, I've kind of sprinkled in some mindfulness tools. The first one, right? And we use mindfulness because it's really a tool that helps you achieve awareness of the present moment while calmly acknowledging and accepting one's feelings, thoughts, and bodily sensations. These tools are to help you feel grounded and present in the moment. So let's quickly review, and then I'll give you one last mindfulness tool that you can use. At the beginning of the call, we started off with a gratitude exercise to help you raise your emotional state. Tapping into gratitude is a great way to put yourself into a more positive feeling state. You can use this before an audition to help you get out of your head. You can use this when you feel triggered or when you just want to feel better. You can use this tool again and again and again in almost every area of your life. Second mindfulness tool is morning pages. Again, it's 3 pages written in longhand stream of consciousness, written first thing in the morning. Simply write down anything that crosses your mind, especially the worrying, pesking, persistent thoughts. I'm tired. I have a self-tape today. I have to call the bank. I need to put oil in the car. This way, when you go to focus on your creative projects, you're not hit with a barrage of other thoughts because those have already had their moment. Morning pages can help to clear your mind of unnecessary thoughts, clarify your thoughts, prioritize what really needs to get done, and bring comfort. This simple, highly effective strategy is a perfect practice to help you with overthinking and or overwhelm. So the third mindfulness tool is the touch exercise. I love this exercise so much. If you know you are a kinesthetic learner, which Chantel, you are a kinesthetic learner. We talked about that a little bit. So you may really love adopting this tool into your mindset, our mindfulness practice toolkit. And it's really to help you get grounded and present in the moment. And it's perfect to get yourself out of your head. So now the touch exercise is literally what it sounds like. You are experiencing your environment through touch. This is a sensory exercise used to help focus your mind. So look at what's around you and take in that object by placing your hand upon that object. So I have an orchid back here, and I'm just going to touch it and tap into what I'm feeling. So whatever it is that you grab and touch, maybe it's your table, maybe it's your computer, maybe it's your pants. How does it feel? Does it feel cold, smooth, hard, soft, warm? Really analyze the texture and enjoy the sensation against your fingers. You want to slowly move from one object to another object, taking your time to take each new object in through the sensation of touch, observing what you feel and taking note. A great option is to step outside and take a moment to experience your environment through touch. Now, if you're an auditory learner, which I am, you can do this as an auditory exercise. Tune in to the different sounds around you. The white noise, the birds, the plane, the dog barking, right? Tune into the sounds around you and really allow your mind to focus on that sound and only that sound. All right, so I hope that was helpful for you. With that, we are going to jump in to our Q&A. Does anyone have any questions about what they learned today? Any questions about working with me and Empowered to Act? Any questions? Now's the time to get all of those answered.
Hey there. This might be a question for folks who are like, what if I just want like a drop-in session? Do you offer that as a part of your extended work with people?
I don't. I usually offer a drop-in session for people who've already worked with me previously. If people are interested in a drop-in session, I do have regular free mindset calls through one-on-one, which y'all should be aware of and know about. Every month, I have a live mindset call with one-on-one and Next Level Studios. And you can come and ask me any question there. You can also email me if there's something that I can really help direct you and get clear on and answer an email. I'll be more than happy to. But thanks so much for that, Bree. I have not yet gotten a container where I can do one-off sessions at a time, but maybe.
I just want to say thank you, Nzinga. I am like so psyched and excited for you. And just this whole process, like it was reaffirming some of the things that I'm working on currently in personal coaching. And I just have to champion you and say, you know, sometimes we have our peers, we're all multifaceted, like multi-hyphenates. And just in terms of supporting one another, Nzinga and I did a mental health and wellness workshop through the Actors Fund during COVID. So like, you know, growth happens in spaces when we're not watching or paying attention, and then folks come back to the table with something and you're just like, wow, I'm so inspired and moved. So I just want to say thank you so much. This was a great refresh today, and I will keep you on the radar and continue to share about what you have going on.
Yes.
Thank you for the good stuff.
Thank you, Chantel. As Rosna, as myself, Chantel is also a very talented coach and works with actors. Or actually, Chantel, tell us what you do as a coach.
Right now, my coaching has mostly been voiceover wise for voice, speech, script analysis, what have you, breaking it down behind the mic. But I'm also been practitionering in breath work from a comedic yoga's perspective, and also potentially looking at soma. But I've got that on the back end, and then I have creative consulting for artists, whether you're a filmmaker, whether you're on the creative content side, whether it's like marketing strategy, that is also my thing. So thank you, Nzinga, for
Yeah, thank you. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. So I appreciate you introducing me to Bree and the Here and Ready community. And that's what this is all about, right? Empowering Black actresses. And it happens by sharing the love and spreading the love. And that's what my goal is here. When I really started Empowered to Act, I was like, I think this is just for Black women because I want to serve my Black women. Like I love and cherish Black women in a way that's just so deep and unconditional. It's really hard for me to even put words to how deep the love goes for my sisters out there. So this was really built with you in mind, right? To help you get through whatever's showing up in your life so that you can get on to fulfilling your purpose. We need your talent. We need to see it. And I'm here to help you do that if blocks are coming up for you.
Real quickly, where do we get the information on the monthly call? Is that something that you will share with Bree, that she can share with the group, or what's the best way to go about that?
That's a good question. Bree, how do you want to do that? I can definitely put something in the chat.
Hi. I would love to include that in the chat for the people that are here today, but also to have it so that we can include it for the future. One of the things that we've created as a part of our new website experience is a Black Actress Yellow Pages. So we've taken all of the businesses, all of the products, all of the services that you all have mentioned since the start of Here and Ready in October of 2019 and turned it into another directory that you can use. So anytime you want to say like, I want to find mindfulness coaches in LA, click. I want to find I don't know, the best Zoom light or whatever. Who uses Zoom lights? The best ring light that I could have for my auditions that I can get on this thing. Where can I find that at? What's the link? And it'll be able to come right up. And for the businesses and for organizations that have extended us any kind of discount or offer, we'll also have that highlighted as well. So it'll all be a one-stop shop. That's the joy that's coming to Here and Ready 3.75, you know. And I will be posting about that as well later today, because we've started making a transition with our Patreon folks, getting them all situated. We're bringing in people who've previously had profiles so that they can just activate their new system, get all of our Facebook friends up and running, so that by the time June comes, when we have our casting director workshops, it'll be that much more seamless to get your information to them. No more post workshop. Everybody send me your headshot, la, la, la. We want to make this a easy, seamless experience for you and for the casting folks who choose to join us on this magical journey, and for the businesses that choose to support and share their resources with this community. So that'll be the way.
So looking forward to that. So
Yeah, me
looking
too.
forward
It's been
to
a uphill battle.
You got it. You got it. Yeah. And if there's any way that I can support you further with this transition, let me know, Bree. I'm here. I'm here.
Are
for
you
it.
here and ready? Uh-oh.
Hey.
But I'm done. Tip your waitress, don't forget. If we have any other questions, please drop them in. Feel free to continue to communicate and connect with Nzinga. She does have her Instagram, Empowered to Act, as well, and has been very active and supportive of just being as she says in the footer of her message, 1000% committed to your success.
Yeah, I really truly mean that. I show up for all of my actors and actresses. Very, very important for me. I'm an advocate for actors and actresses because I really felt like, just from an infrastructure point of view, right? We didn't have that same infrastructure that Canada has, that Holland has, right? And a lot of times we get to a place where we're kind of compromised with our survival, and that affects our mental health. And so eventually, my dream is to make sure that I can help fund more actors and actresses' dreams by making sure that the infrastructure is in place, that they can pursue their arts without having to go into survival mode, without having to question where they're going to eat next, right? Or how they can afford to pursue this career dream, right? Chasing your dream as an actor shouldn't be a struggle, and it doesn't have to be. And so that's my ultimate goal with this work. Yeah.
I feel like I was reading about someone saying that they were feeling like their stress level had risen because of the last couple of months. And I was like, sweetheart, the last couple of years, the last couple of lives, we are in an underlying buzz of reaction and stress that doesn't always get time to get, dealt with. We have a lot of people that have lost lives during this time. So we have a lot of upheavals in our world and industry. And so it's you giving yourself space and time to deal with those things is only going to create more openness and hopefully opportunities for your life and career. And so we want to just keep offering these things. Chantel was the person who brought in Nzinga and Empowered to Act to us. And if you have a business or a similar kind of service that you think might be helpful to the members of this community, feel free to reach out. Email hello@hereandready.co. And we're always happy to begin a conversation.
Love it. Thank you so much, Bree.
For sure.
And I put the free mindset guide in the link. And thank you so much, Bree. Or Rosna, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
Shay Walker, how you doing, lady? Haven't seen you in a minute.
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm well. Happy to be here.
Just juggling. Please excuse my camera being off in here juggling.
Juggles. I don't even know what's behind me, but juggle all the way. It's a Tuesday morning or afternoon, depending on where you are. Before we go, Nzinga, anything else you'd like to share? I know you just dropped in the link for your 10 mindset secrets for actors. That link will also be on your profile on the Black Actress Yellow pages.
Yeah.
Anything else?
No, just know my door is always open. You know, I really create a safe space, no judgment. I will tell you that if you knew the long list of things that I've been through in my life, you probably wouldn't believe me. But because of those obstacles, they've really turned into opportunities where I can hold that space for you and really help you move to the next step in your life. So my heart goes out to you if there's anything that's showing up in your life and you just want to get past it or get that relief so that it's not showing up again and again. I'm here for you. Right. I truly, truly mean that. I love everyone who's here. Even if you're watching the replay, I'm all about love and really getting you to a place where you feel good and where you don't have to struggle anymore. And you're really creating your future because of the new emotional state that you're in. Right. So my door is always open.
Lovely. Keep those doors open, y'all. Thank you so much for joining us now, whether you're live or on the replay. Thank you to Nzinga and Empowered to Act, Chantel, for joining us and connecting us. And let's just stay winning out there. Have a good rest of the day, y'all.
Thank you so much, Bree. Thank you. Thank you for having this group. Bye, everyone.
Bye.